supposed to say that.
Oh, you're not? Oh, right, yeah. I'm still going. Hang on.
Fade out, Des. Fade out.
Susie out. Susie Sue.
Right, so welcome to the latest episode of the Dublin City Comics Podcast. As always brought to you by either our good friends at Rogue Comics Ireland or the Rogue Podcast Network or whatever the hell Kieran and I decided to call it this week. And our benevolent, nameless, faceless accomplices over YouTube. Here with me today is...
Says.
And I'm Doc as always. So, how are you? Yeah.
That's it. Says. We're here now.
Good luck.
Yeah. That was great. Well, that was a good one.
That was nice and easy, yeah. Yeah, so, right. Usual kind of nonsense has kind of been put off a little bit because we're all kind of still... We're not surprised in all fairness now. I'm sure everybody knows the news. But Stan Lee's passed away.
Yeah.
So, he had a good innings. 95 years.
That's it. True. Not
So,
bad. Had a good life. Loads of money too to make himself happy. So.
yeah, so nobody can feel too bad for him. But the man has left behind a legacy. Like, there's literally nobody in any comics industry or in the entirety of the comics industry has had an impact like him. Whatever you think of the guy, whatever you think about him supposedly stealing stuff, I'm saying supposedly because I'm not getting into it. Right?
Yeah.
Supposedly taking credit for things or whatever, right? At the end of the day, he was the guy who made comics mainstream.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be. Well, I wouldn't say if it wasn't for him, but him and a few other guys.
A lot of other guys did a lot of work, but Stan Lee is iconic. Like, literally, you can pick the first name everybody thinks about when you mention comics. Stan Lee.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You can't touch that. And my first memory of a Stan Lee comic was when I was a kid. I was a fat little fucker of a kid. Oh yeah, pardon me, I may be swearing.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
You probably should say that beforehand before we get started.
No, but like to ease us in before we swear. Anyway.
But yeah, my first memory was as a little kid. I think I was around about 2 or 3. I think it was about 3, probably 3. I got stuck in my buggy because I was a fat little puttock of a child. My mum had to break the buggy off me. But the reason why I remember is because I was reading a Spider-Man comic, and it was a Spider-Man with Mysterio.
Really?
And it was one of the best. Like, for the life of me, I can't find that one comic. But I remember as a kid thinking it was a really old school looking comic.
Yeah.
So it was obviously handed down from some other relative or something. But one of these days I'm going to find that one comic. But it was a Stan Lee Mysterio. As far as I'm aware now, it was because Mysterio was one of Stan Steve's creations. Like.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, one of these days I'm going to get that. That's my earliest comic-y memory, and I'm attributing that to Stan and Steve. So.
Not too old.
Congratulations,
I can't remember anything about it.
Remember what happened yesterday?
Sometimes now I say to myself, no.
I do that all the time anyway.
No, Jesus, man.
But, yeah, by all means, folks, sound off below with your favourite kind of memory about
Stan. Whatever you think, whatever you enjoy it, whatever you like reading, whatever film, his cameo, even.
Favourite cameo, yeah.
Anything, yeah.
He's been in everything. The dude is just, he's Stan Lee. He is what he is.
I remember in the 80s there was How to Draw. Remember that? Not just another book upstairs.
Oh yeah.
He did a few series on how to draw Spider-Man. That and Todd McFarlane was there, was a guest on it. A few great.
Rob Liefeld was in one of them as well. I think.
A few great artists, up and coming artists at the time.
Yeah, he was up and coming. Rob Liefeld. He was only a little young fella.
Yeah. So no.
But yeah, no, actually, I got to meet him once. Actually, I met him a couple of times. I met him in New York a few times, and once in the UK. But one of the times I met him in New York, I didn't know what to say to him. Like I was completely. I was in a queue waiting. We queued up for ages. My mate Dave. Shout out Dave. He's a legend for getting us in to kind of meet him, like, because we kind of didn't. There was a lot of hoo-ha about it, but we ended up getting in the end to see him, and I was queuing up. I didn't know what the hell to say, so I was on Facebook. I was like, lads, what the fuck do I say to Stanley? Somebody say something. And my mate Cormac Hughes, shout out to Cormac, great artist, Lightning Strikes, also Rogue Comics, and his own stuff. He's pretty cool, but he just messaged back straight away, asking why is he so awesome. So I'm in the queue. Everyone's queuing up to get stuff, and he had time for everybody, absolutely everybody. And this is only like about 4 or 5 years ago, so he was still in his 90s, like probably just turned 90. And this kid was in the queue. The guy was trying to usher him on. Stanley was like to the guys organising the con. He's like, no, you wait until I'm ready, and I'm spending time talking to this kid. So shut up, go back over there.
Yeah.
And everyone in the queue was like, no, that's cool. Yeah, cool. We don't mind waiting. Fucking Stanley. But I got up in the queue and I went up and I was like, all right, Stan, I just wanted to know why are you so awesome?
Yeah.
And he looks me in the eye, right? Grabs my hand and shakes it and stares at me and goes, "I was born that way, true believer." Sticks with me, man. He called me a true believer. Stan fucking Lee called me a true believer.
Deadly. I used to use that yoke. Excelsior. Oh. Deadly. We might sign out on that tonight. Then again, I'm on a kind of a gladiator buzz, so God knows what we could sign out on this fucking thing. Yeah.
Right, well, let's get to the comics now. The most important part of it. Right, so this week we have loads of comics. We have Dr. Horrible, we have Dr. Horrible BFF, next miniseries or issue. Cosmic Ghost Rider, the last part of that. We have Flash, Electric Warriors, Captain Marvel, the prelude to the movie. So if you're looking forward to the movie, this is where you kind of catch up on what's going to happen in it. Minions, Viva la Boss for the younger readers. We have The Punisher War Machine Trade. Now, this is a book I've banged on about a little bit in the comics now, but this is a collected edition where the Punisher goes down to depose a general in the middle of some back arse country.
I remember I got the first one.
Yeah, and Nick Fury says, nah, mission's not a go, Frank, stop. And Frank's like, I'm already down here, I got War Machine, man, you're not stopping me. And just murders everybody. And then it hits the news, and suddenly Frank Castle is now gone from being a vigilante to being a terrorist because he has attacked a nation. It's not just a guy he's after.
All right.
He starts kicking the shit out of everybody.
And then someone else's suit. There
but that's it. But then the Avengers come looking to get the suit back off Frank, and there's this amazing kind of cat and mouse and murder situation where they're trying to get him and get the suit out of him, and he's trying to evade them and whack as many people as possible while he has access to this armor. Like, he goes to the secret bar, like, you know, the hideout the Spider-Man villains all hang out in. Yeah, he basically got the bar with no name. He goes to that and knocks on the door. When the man answers it, brop, and just starts fucking murdering everybody. It's brilliant. Proper, like, what I've always expected from the Punisher. Bit of violence.
That's what you want, violence. That's not violence. I don't mean that's what you want, but that's what you want.
Not a comic, it's escapism.
If it's a graphic novel, that's what you want. A bit of graphictivity? Yeah, anyway. Graphicosity in your comic.
Also, we have Star Trek Transformers, second part of that.
Deadly.
The last part of Transformers Unicron, which isn't the very last issue. Optimus Prime is the last one, Jay was informing me, but it's the last part of the Unicron miniseries. Superman, hoping it's getting good again, looks to be. And then we have a few new starters again this week. I was going to mention Firefly, but unfortunately we're sold out in pre-orders.
Well, that's the end of that then. I just scraped that off.
Oh, sorry, do you have a little note about that?
Maybe we'll keep that for next week.
There was a big rush on that on the Facebook and the emails and stuff, so we literally have none left for the shows. And we got a few of them.
Well, that's very popular, I don't know. TV show and all is pretty, I have never watched the TV show, but apparently it's popular with the kids.
I've seen it, I've enjoyed it. It's pretty fucking awesome.
The cool kids out there.
But it goes to show that the Browncoats are still alive and well, so congratulations to all the Browncoats out there. We have God of War, issue 1. A lot of people looking forward to that. It's going to be a good book too. Do you have a little spiel about that? Do you want to fill us in this? Go for it.
You know, I've known nothing about it. What's this game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kratos,
the God of War.
The God of War has returned. Dun, dun, dun. Building a new life for himself, and he's trying to put all that rage that define him behind him. But then his life takes a twist. But can he stay without losing the head? Or he's trying to be. He's changed his. What's the one number? Tongue tied again. I know. Fuck's sake. He's changed his outlook in life. That's the best way. That's my way of putting it. He's gone over here, and he's going to try and be a good guy from now on. But people around him are not going to let him be what he.
You just can't get away from the murder.
You can't get away from it. No, basically, yeah. And then, and I have a little note here. So buy the comic and find out. Look, see something there.
Ooh, very nice.
There you go.
Very good.
So we'll see us tomorrow.
Yep. Also, we have Uncanny X-Men #1.
I was saying that, yeah.
Man, I do like the X-Men, so.
I'm not a big X-Men fan, but I'm looking for new stuff to read. That and Hellboy now are borderline at the moment.
Oh, you're getting on the Hellboy? You've not done Hellboy before?
I've never read a Hellboy comic. Never.
You'll enjoy it. I'd recommend BPRD as well.
I was just looking at, there's a fallen one there. I was just looking at and I was going,
I'm on the fence. I kind of lean more towards BPRD than Hellboy.
Yeah.
But I think I'm kind of an anomaly.
Just something new, something different.
Yeah, sound off once again in the comments, folks. Who do you prefer, Hellboy or BPRD?
Yeah.
In the comics, obviously. Right. So I think that's pretty much all the comics covered. We didn't mention Alien 3. Holy shit! Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, would you like to fill in the blurb?
It's the official adaptation of the original screenplay from the film. Bum,
bum. Nice.
That's all it says in the thing, so you'll have to make your own mind up, guys. But it looks good. If Alien 3, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. So if the comics anyway,
I think they're going with the original premise that it was set in a wooden planet in a monastery.
Yeah, I might have a go with that actually.
That
looks good.
We got a few other nice little gems this week as well. We got in the as you can see, a big box of stuff besides. We have the Marvel Gallery. You can't see this. This is for the benefit of Des. Like, nobody else can see this.
Shit, I wasn't paying any much attention to that. That's deadly. That is lovely, guys. Trust me.
What he's looking at is the Marvel Gallery Venom statue of Eddie Brock, basically bursting out with a symbiote.
Coming out of the suit, or going onto the suit's going onto him. We don't really know, do you?
That's pretty awesome. You can go either way, whichever you prefer.
Deadly.
That's whopper.
Yeah.
We got in the icons. Is it icons? What are they doing now? Oh, the core. It's the core series of statues from DC. Yes. The Batgirl. That's a really, really awesome.
Nice. We have Batwoman as well to go with somewhere floating around here.
Oh, we've Wonder Woman.
And we have Wonder Woman.
The statue. She's brand new as well. Brand new Wonder Woman statue.
Hang on. Toy show here. Hang on a second.
Unfortunately, there's not one for everyone in the audience. Although if that's nice, we might have a few free comics.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. So basically, this one, I can give you the quick description of this. This is Gal Gadot. It's the same gear Gal Gadot wears, but it's not. They're not even making an effort to make her look like Gal Gadot.
It's the comic.
It's the same costume, yeah. And she's standing on a shield. Oh, fucking Jesus, look at that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I told you. It's brilliant. She's deflecting bullets and stuff with her bracers.
Lovely. I like that. That's cool.
That's a pretty sweet statue. And we got in the latest of the sexy girl statues, the Bishoji statues, the Ash Williams. I don't remember Ash looking like that at all. He's definitely he's hard work done in certain areas.
Cheap anyway, whatever he got done to himself.
He's packing a bit more on the shirt there.
Yeah.
But that is it's the alternate female versions of characters. Like they've got, I think they're doing Pinhead as well. They have Michael Myers. They have Freddy. They've done Freddy already.
They've done Freddy before. Freddy's lovely.
They did Tiffany. Tiffany was great. It was a really good statue actually.
Well, it takes them a while to knock them out though. So often Freddy was out a while ago.
And the Edward Scissorhands I think was another one too.
No, but the Freddy one is nice.
Cool. Well, that's the statues and stuff we got in. We also got in this hefty tome.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan. I know Jay's not a fan. I'm a fan by proxy because of Anto. The Power Rangers. It is the ultimate visual history of the Power Rangers. And it looks like it's loaded with stuff. It's one of those awesome books that has loads of little kind of cutaways and little sneaky envelopes full of stuff. So yeah, by all means, folks, come in and check that bad boy out. It's pretty tasty looking.
Okay. Yeah. No, put that back.
You're into Power Rangers or you're not, so
it's a good paperweight.
I reckon Anto's going to start kicking your ass for that.
Yeah. So that's that. What else? Yeah. Let me see.
That's pretty much my lot anyway.
Your lot. Well, my lot kind of covers yours. What I'm looking forward to this week is the Star Trek versus Transformers. The first one of them was fantastic. So I'm really looking at it. It's kind of, I don't know if you've ever read it, talking about, but it's basically the cartoon.
Oh, the old Star Trek cartoon.
The old Star Trek cartoon and the Transformer cartoon matched in one, but jumped off the telly into your comic.
Deadly.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like, hang on.
It seemed like it never left. Like.
Never left. It's basically, to me, it's like the stills that they use for the comic. The cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
So just put them and planted them in everywhere. Deadly. I said, we'll have some of that. Because I mentioned that. Aliens 3, we mentioned that. Catwoman, looking forward to that again. It's hit and miss at the moment, but let's see. Hopefully we'll pick up from here, number 4 onwards. And then Darth Vader 23. That's another thing that's hit and miss with me at the moment as well. So hopefully again.
Highs and lows with that. Well, it's not really highs and lows. It's highs and mediums.
Mediums, it's just levels.
And then it gets really good again.
It gets really, really good because they start a storyline which they should. It's part 5 of the storyline, which they should have finished on part 3. But they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
But as soon as they finish this arc, it'll fucking fly. I know it will. It'll go back up again and be brilliant because I don't know what they try to do with it, to be honest with you.
Drag it out for issues.
Yeah, could be that. Yeah, more money. So that's it.
More money, more problems.
Yeah. And then, speaking of non-comic related, have we finished with comics?
I'm just gonna have a quick shufty of my stash. Look, what am I at?
Did anyone else pick up on the
Spider-Man? Yeah, sweet. Spider-Man, Superman, Thor, and Wonder Woman.
That's deadly horror. I like that. Wonder Woman's down the rounds today.
Yeah, a lot of Wonder Woman.
Anybody just pick up on the trailer for Pokemon yesterday?
Holy shit, man, that was horrible because the trailer for Pokemon went up and I went up to check that out and then I saw about Stan Lee. So it was like, oh, Stan Lee. It was like, oh, it's Pikachu. Oh God, no! It looks fantastic. Mr. Mime is terrifying though, but there's that great meme of people doing like the sad face, smiley face thing.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Looking forward to that now. We have to next summer to look forward to that.
Yeah. We got coming out this week. The new Harry Potter thingy. Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Because I only watched the first one there last week. Really disappointed I didn't watch that before. I should have watched that before. It's a fucking great movie. Really enjoyable.
I've never sat and watched the whole Harry Potter movie because I just couldn't do it. And then one day, I think it was The Bad Snow last year, I was sticking through and I hear, fuck this Fantastic Beasts. We watched it. Fucking deadly film. Absolutely brilliant.
Whopper movie.
So we might be heading that way tonight or tomorrow night, whatever night it's happening. To listen to people crunching and munching and fucking limey.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, not you, when the pictures, like, you know, there's...
Yeah, I saw Mao lying around the table and I was like, ooh, I don't know how long it's been there, but I'll give it a shot anyway.
Yeah, so there'll be a small army marching through the cinema tonight with them all munching.
Need to get you like earplugs or something for the audio.
Yeah, for the audio. Who's that grumpy git in the middle? Not me! So that's it, I think. Yeah,
that's a lot. Yeah, as usual, we got loads of new comics across the way. Oh, and don't forget, folks, we do have that awesome raffle at the moment.
Oh shit, yes!
Christmas raffle with the 1/6 scale Blitzway. See, a lot of people thinking they're just small figures.
Yeah.
It's the 1/6 scale 12-inch figures.
12, 14 inches black tall.
Yeah.
You get the for the guys, you get all the packs, you get a Slimer, you get a logo, you get a few. It's well worth €2, folks, for for a punt on the raffle. So if
Well, it's not punts, it's euros nowadays.
No, for a punt. That's not what they're saying at the races, isn't it?
I'm just fucking with you.
That's down tic-tac now. You know what your man does at the bookies.
Doing that semaphore.
yeah. But like for £2, you can't go. Look at that. What are you going to buy for €2?
And don't forget, folks, if you're a regular, you've got a stash with us here in Bolton Street, you get 10% off all back issues in Capel Street.
Yeah.
Because Anthony keeps giving it to me for not saying that.
We say it every week, but however.
I know you do, but I don't.
Yeah, true. But anyway, €2 raffle ticket, guys, and this is fantastic set. The draw will hopefully be before Christmas week, hopefully. We're hoping.
Well, definitely before Christmas anyway. Yeah. I think we should give a stand sign off, will we?
I think so. Instead of saying the other thing I'm normally saying, I'm just going to say, listen, guys, as the late, great man would say, Excelsior.
Excelsior, indeed.